Alright guys, so a couple of days ago I shared with you guys a Prune Juice Dragon build that you guys can use right now for the guild boss battle. However, there was no real comp that I shared for the arena involving Prune Juice, although I did say Prune Juice is pretty good. So here we go guys, let me share with you guys a team that has been used and people are using it a lot right now inside of the arena, and that is going to be this team right over here with Hollyberry, Stardust, as well as Prune Juice, Moonlight, and Pure Vanilla. Of course, Pure Vanilla can be switched out with someone like BTS, but this team is really going to be focusing on allowing Stardust and Moonlight to do the burst damage and let Prune Juice kill off the enemy and finish them off by kind of tickling them to death with the poison. All right, so I did share this team once with the live stream. However, some of the toppings has been changed after testing it a lot and using it inside of the arena. So here we go. Let me show you guys the topping real quick. First of all, it's going to be Hollyberry. Hollyberry is using 5 of the sweet chocolate with around 20 to 22% cooldown. I'll recommend the higher the cooldown, the better it's going to be. But of course, you do want to focus on damage resist as well. Around good 25 to the higher, 20% is going to be really, really good. Next one is going to be our Prune Juice. So I've tried out Prune Juice with 5 solid almond, 5 sweet chocolate, 5 of the Syrian raspberry. But I feel like Prune Juice needs to survive and try to stay alive as much as possible in order to keep up those poison stacks and also summon the Prune Juice jelly. So I decided to go with a mixture build, which is going to be 3 Syrian raspberry, 2 solid almond, and also allowing the whistle buff to still be applied to our Prune Juice. All right, so that's the reason why I went with 3 Syrian raspberry, 2 solid almond. Although the damage won't be as high as using 5 of the Syrian raspberry, still Prune Juice is able to survive with 35% damage resist plus the 20% from the whistle. So here we go guys, I am focusing on the damage resist first, the number one thing, and then the cooldown. The higher you can get it, the better it's going to be, but it's not something that you need to like dramatically increase in order to make this comp better. All right, so of course, once again, better cooldown, the better it's going to be, but I would say the number one thing is going to be your damage resist. And another thing that you guys need to keep in mind is that Prune Juice needs to have the second highest attack out of the team so that you do get the whistle buff on Prune Juice. Next one is going to be our Stardust. Stardust is using 5 of the Juicy Apple Jelly, and the reason why is because you do want to keep that extra sleep, all right, onto the enemies by critting when using the skill. So we do have focusing on the damage resist as well as the cooldown around 8 to 9%. All the high rankers are using 9%, but 9% honestly is really, really hard to get. So around 7, 8, 9%, I would say it's going to be the recommended. And of course, focusing on the attack and the crit percentage is going to definitely help out. And the next one is going to be our Moonlight. Moonlight has 2 different builds as well. All right, you can go with the Syrian raspberry or the solid almond, but I feel like the solid almond is actually going to be a lot better, and the reason why is because you do want to keep Moonlight alive as well. All right, Moonlight has 2 different roles in this comp. One is going to be doing the burst damage, as well as second is putting that weakness debuff so that Prune Juice as well as Stardust are able to deal more damage as well. All right, because of the weakness debuff, Prune Juice's poison will actually increase in the damage as well, so keeping Moonlight alive with the full solid almond as well as our whistle buff is actually going to really, really help out in increasing the win percentage of this team. And the last one is going to be our Pure Vanilla. I'm still using 3 swift chocolate and 2 solid almond, around 15 to 17% cooldown with a focus on the damage resist. I have seen people use Syrian raspberry, full swift chocolate, and different builds, but honestly feel like it's really going to depend on your stat and the cooldown of your cookies. All right, now focusing on the treasure whistle as well as the scroll and the jelly watch. I have tried out Feather with instead of the scroll, but I feel like, putting the solid almond onto our Moonlight as well as Prune Juice allows the scroll to deal a lot more damage rather than just focusing on the extra Feather revive, because sometimes even though they revive, they just die off right away. So let's get into the arena. Let me show you guys this team in action, and let's see how good it is. All right, guys, so here we go. This team is going to be a team where you want to use against majority of the double tank, double DPS. Do not go up against Frost comp. All right, just keep that in mind. But here we go. And here we go, guys. All right, it's going to be a werewolf comp here. Capsaicin team is definitely going to be a lot better to, verse with this team, because Prune Juice Poison will slowly be able to get rid of the, the mortality. And if the, Capsaicin Poison mortality, you're able to just tickle Capsaicin to death. All right, but here we go. You can see the back lane is constantly taking that poison damage. And the help of Moonlight and Stardust's debuffs, all right, Prune Juice is able to just kind of melt away the team slowly and slowly, all right? So you can see right there, all the back lane are gone. our Moonlight as well as Stardust are still alive. Stardust is really good as well, because even without the full solid almond or without the whistle buff, Stardust gains a automatic damage resist boost as well, right? So that's the reason why you don't need the whistle buff on Stardust and you want it on Prune Juice and Moonlight, because these two don't get a automatically a extra damage resist buff. But you can see right there, the damage is absolutely insane from all three of these cookies, and it's a really good comp to use right now against a double tank comp. All right, guys, so here we go. Another one here with the Scroll, Whistle, and the Jelly Watch. Let's go. And here we go, guys. This time around, again, Werewolf. All right, so still people are using Werewolf. It's a half and a half, I will have to say, depending on Capsaicin and the Werewolf right now, depending on whether you were able to pull it, you have enough charge powders, resources, and things like that. But definitely Werewolf is still really good. I mean, the burst damage that Werewolf is able to do with the injury stack against the enemies is really strong, and sometimes, you know, you guys will get bursted down. Right there, Prune Juice did die, but you can see that the poison damage is still going on, and it's still damaging the enemies. And Moonlight and Stardust definitely just staying alive and finishing it off, and, you know, doing the cleanup here. All right, so definitely Prune Juice is really good, even though, once again, Prune Juice dies. The damage continues, and with the help of Moonlight and the Sign of the Star debuff from Stardust, you know, the amount of damage you do with the poison only gets better and better. Alright, guys, so here we go, a single tank comp this time around, and they do have the feather. This might actually be the Stardust, Moonlight, Frost Queen, and Blu-ray Pie, but let's just see how it goes. And here we go, guys, and it seems like it is going to be the Blu-ray Pie, Frost Queen, Stardust, Moonlight comp. Let's see if our cookies are going to be able to survive here. Alright, and we got rid of Frost Queen right away, but the laser beam is still coming out. The poison damage is still there. Hopefully our Moonlight is able to wipe it off, and she kind of did right there. Hopefully Pure Vanilla shields here, and there we go. The poison damage is still going on, guys, and that's the reason why Prune Juice is so good. Alright, that's the reason why Prune Juice just absolutely just owns in the arena with a really good comp. Of course, it doesn't work with everything, but against a comp where, you know, Prune Juice is able to really take advantage of those extra, you know, weakness debuff and the Sign of the Star, Prune Juice is just gonna continue to do the damage. Alright, guys, one last battle. Hopefully this one's gonna be a Capsaicin. I haven't really shown you guys a Capsaicin team because always the you know, the secondary tank is missing, but it seems like they have a Scroll and the Jelly Watch this time around, so let's go. Alright, guys, so it is going to be a Capsaicin team. They do have BTS, which is gonna decrease a bit of Prune Juice Cookie's damage, but still with the help of the Sign of the Star and the weakness debuff, you can see Capsaicin already is at that immortality, and you're gonna be able to see that the poison damage is gonna just completely tickle Capsaicin after the immortality runs out. Alright, and even though Prune Juice died again, guys, the poison damage is still continuing, and all we need to do now is wait until Moonlight and Stardust finishes the job here. Alright, and there you guys go. Stardust use skill, and boom, it's over. Alright, so really good comp right now, I will say. But of course, if you're gonna be going up against like a 5-star Ascension, when you don't have any Ascensions like that, it definitely does hurt, and you won't be able to kill them off. So I recommend you guys stay away from it. But if it's around the same promotion, same Ascension, then you guys should be able to take advantage of this team and have a pretty good win rate with the proper topping setting. But there you guys go. I hope you guys can take advantage of this team, especially if you guys have Prune Juice leveled up and you guys are deciding to use him for the guild boss battle. He's amazing right now for the guild boss battle. He's amazing right now for some of the world exploration stages, like episode 5 master mode as well, because the Prune Juice jelly just doesn't die from HP. It needs to be hit to death 30 different times. So Prune Juice is amazing. I would say this is another team that has been used and is still being used inside of the arena. So if you guys can take advantage of it, make sure to go and take advantage of it right now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys found the video helpful, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.